just signing out and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about a summer spiritual reading list or reading list, however you want to go with that. I'm going to show you guys the books that I'm reading this summer. They're all spiritual books, if you want to call them spiritual books. For the most part, I read books that are self-helps, body, mind, spirit, anything along the lines of learning. Not so much fiction books or anything like that. Sometimes I do. It depends in my mood. But I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to be reading 5 different books this summer. Hopefully I could read them all this summer. That is my challenge. Because when I was younger, I used to read books like all the time. All the time. There was one year I read 32 books. Guys, I know. It's a lot of books that I've read, but I read 32 books in a year. This year, how many books have I read? 1. And I'm already halfway through the year. Granted, I am busy because I have a business and I'm in school and stuff. But hey, that is my challenge. I'm going to read 5 books this summer. So let's get to the reading list. So the first book I'm going to show you guys is Witch. This book, I'm so excited that I found this book. I wasn't even looking for this book. I wasn't even going to buy any more books because, guys, I have a ton of books that I haven't even read yet. But I was going to the store to get stuff for the garden, so there's a bookstore right next to it. And how can you not walk into a bookstore if you're a nerd like me? Sorry, guys, I'm a nerd. I love reading. Really, Shiva? Hold on. Gotta take the puppy to go pee. Okay, we are back. Here's my Shiva girl. I had to take her to the bathroom. Alright, so let's get into it. So I was in the bookstore and I found out I was going to get 1 book and then I wound up getting 2 more books. Yeah, I have a problem. Anyway, so this is the first book I'm going to be reading this summer. So this book is Witch Unleashed, Untamed, and Unapologetic. I bought this book because I found it I was looking through these books about chakras and I found this wedged in between, and the story behind this is actually pretty funny. I read a lot of Hay House books. Those are publisher Hay House. If you know Louise Hay, she's the owner of Hay House and the CEO of Hay House, and it's all like spiritual, like health radio. She has like Hay House radio and whatnot. So it's actually a Hay House book that I didn't even realize until I got home and bought it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So I definitely know this book was meant for me as well, because I'm very into like harvesting right now for some reason, and like getting into moon cycles and manifesting things through Mother Nature, through your menstrual cycles. Sorry, that's TMI. Just more about like what's going on, like feminine cycles and how to help you to be successful and stuff. So I'm going to read you the back of the cover. It says, "A witch is a woman in her power. She's wise, a healer, someone who is aligned with the cycles of Mother Nature and the phases of the moon." Yet, for so long, the word witch has had negative connotations, being used as an insult or slur and to perpetuate fear. In this book, 3rd generation hereditary witch Lisa Lister explains the history behind witchcraft, why in past centuries the world witch has led women to be tortured, drowned, and burned at the stake, and why the witch is now waken once again in women across the world today. This book will help women to remember, reconnect, and reclaim the word witch and its power. It provides an overview of the many different versions of witchcraft and their core principles and practices, and share ancient wisdom made relevant for Wiccan witches, including aligning your energy with the wheel of the year, the Sabbats, and the cycles of the moon. Connect with and trust your intuition. Use divination tools such as oracle cards, scrying, rune reading to help make decisions about your future. Cast circles, create altars, and set sacred space. Work with the elements of nature and use herbs and crystals to support your spiritual practices. Discover and work with 5 different aspects of witch: the force of nature, the creatrix, the healer, the oracle, and the sourceness. Rediscover your powers and manifest your reality with spellcasting. So I thought this was a really cool book. I like that it's black. I like the front cover. I think it's a pretty cool book. I highly, highly recommend for females. So that is my first book that I'm going to be reading this summer. I already started reading it. I'm not even on page 1 yet. I'm in the introduction. But so far, I like it a lot. And it's funny, like, after already reading this, like, I've always said that I was a witch put to death in a past life. If you guys believe that, I believe in past lives. But I'm going to school for acupuncture with needles and going to school for herbs. So I'm interested in herbs. I love gardening. I love this. I love the moon. I love horoscope. I love watching Supernatural, Charmed, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, I love watching all those shows since I was a little girl. I've always been into tarot. I've always been interested in that. And I'm also, like, into, like, oracle cards and, you know, tarot readings. As you see, like, I'm doing oracle card readings. So, yeah, I'm a witch. Beware. I'm thinking of being a witch for Halloween now. But we'll see how it goes. The next book I'm going to read is Miss Shiva. I'm just kidding. This is my puppy, guys. If you haven't seen my puppy videos, this is Shiva. She's a beautiful puppy. Okay. My next book that I want to read this summer, and I think this will be the next one after Witch, is Modern Buddhism. And the reason why I picked up this book is back in, let's see, it's 2017, maybe like 5 years ago. I used to go. I did a meditation class for 4 years with a group of people, and then I did another meditation class, which was like a silent meditation that I did back in New York, in my town, and they did all their teachings based on I'm gonna butcher this name. So they did all the books from this guy, Flexxus-sunset. It's the path of compassion and wisdom. I remember seeing one of his books and then other books of his in there, so I was like just really drawn to it at that time. I didn't have money, so I was really drawn to buy this book, and we'll see what I learned from it. But on the back it says, Modern Buddhism is a special presentation of Buddha's teachings on compassion and wisdom that communicates their essence in a way that is easy to understand and put into practice. By developing and maintaining compassion and wisdom in your daily life, we can transform our lives, improve our relationships with others, and look behind appearances to see the way things actually exist. In this way, we can solve all our daily problems and accomplish the real meaning of our human life. With compassion and wisdom, like the two wings of a bird, we can quickly reach enlightened world of Buddha. I've always been into Buddha and different things on that. So I really, 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 really love this book already because it talks about having like more compassion, and I could definitely use more compassion. I'm not a perfect person. And I think this will be a really good book for me. I'm starting to, I'm starting to meditate again and stuff. So I think this will go hand in hand. And yeah, guys, get this book. It feels very powerful. Okay. The next book I want to read this summer is Constant Cravings. This is by Doreen Virtue. It's another Hay House book. I bought this book years ago. Like a lot of books that I bought years ago, I don't read, and then I get a feeling to like read a book. So I'm really trying to eat healthier. I eat pretty healthy to begin with, but I'm really trying to stop certain cravings. So I thought this book is perfect. And Doreen Virtue, in this book, she'll tell you why you crave, let's say for example, dairy, or why you crave chocolate, and then and then she tries to help you like solve them with positive affirmations or like realization. So I really like this book. And it says, do you crave chocolate, bread, cheese, fries, or other foods? If so, there's a reason why. As Doreen Virtue's breakthrough book explains, each food craving actually corresponds to a specific underlying emotion. So once you understand the meaning behind your particular craving and apply the information and affirmations within these pages, you'll be able to heal your cycle of emotional overeating. In addition, you'll read scientific studies about the mood and energy altering properties of each food, which will help you see how your appetite perfectly mirrors your emotions. This comprehensive and empowering guide will also show you how to give food readings to yourself and others, allowing you to accurately interpret the meaning behind most cravings. Constant Cravings is a one-of-a-kind book that will give you emotional, physical, and spiritual tools you need to make friends with food and appetite. And a little bit about Doreen Virtue. I've been following Doreen Virtue for a long time. I have a bunch of her angel card readings. If you don't know, angel cards. If you don't know, she does angel card oracle cards. She does angel readings. She struggled with an eating disorder, and she became a psychologist, and then she became an angel therapist. So I just finished my angel intuitive certificate from her. So if you guys want a reading from me, the link is down below. So I love her. She's a Christian. So there's she's a very positive person, and I really love her. And this is really seems like a good book. And what I notice when I get, again, TMI, but around my menstrual cycle or beforehand, I used to crave chocolate a lot, and it was really the chocolate. I still eat chocolate, but not as much. I was binge eating chocolate because it was like an emotional charge for me. But chocolate has magnesium in it, so if you crave chocolate, you're lacking magnesium. That was one issue, but it was an underlying emotional issue within me, and now I don't crave it like crazy like I did all the time. But now what I notice is I'll crave pizza or dairy products. I'm a vegetarian, so I think this is will be a very helpful guide for me to bring more awareness to my food choices. My next book I have is also by Doreen Virtue. It's a Hay House book. She just wrote this book. It's 10 messages your angels want you to know. So it says, "Dear one, we have the utmost compassion for the challenges that you endure. We watch the human struggles and do our best and intervene as we are invited to do so. It is our endeavor to awaken ancient memories within you to guide you on your way back home. As you read our words, we are also individually connecting with you. You'll hear a second narrative within your mind and feelings as you read our words. This will awaken realizations that have been previously blocked from conscious awareness. For you have increasingly conscious memories of true and what you would call heaven, which is a state of being that we will explain further to you." So it's actually a pretty short book, so I'll probably be able to finish this really quickly. And then on the inside, in the insert, it says your true identity and why you're here, free will, relationships, healing, spirituality, and earthly fulfillment, and many more. I guess those are a couple messages that they help you with. I really love the color of the book and the feather. I'm a nerd, guys. Anyway, so she has a ton of books. So my last book that I want to read is A Course in Miracles. I've had this book for years. There's 3 books on there. There's this one, there's a workbook with teachers and a workbook with students, and I have all 3 of them. And how I actually found this book from my friend Jerry that I'm friends with, from my friend she used to live in this apartment, and they had a bunch of books for free, and I took all of them. There was a bunch of books for free in the hallway, and a lot of them were spiritual books, so that's where I got this book, and I definitely know that it was a sign from the universe or God, whoever, that I have to read this book. Well, when I first started reading this book years ago, it's a very, very, very complex book. It's about Holy Spirit, it's about miracles, it's about all positive things like that, and it talks about God and stuff. So when I went to read this, I did not understand it now. I did not understand it. I could not follow it. It's a very hard book to follow, so you really need to take your time to read this book. But now I could definitely read it. After all things that I've read in the past years, I've already read a chapter, and I was like, oh, this makes sense now. So this is a very deep book. All my books are pretty deep, but this one's a very deep book, and this book I really, really want to read this summer. I'm a very deep person, so those are all the spiritual books that I want to read. I'm reading this book every day, so what this book is, it's a daily guidance from your angels, and there's 365 angelic messages to soothe, heal, and open your heart. So I decided every day when I wake up in the morning, I read one. And here I have a mask card to mark it, but I'm already on day 7. Tomorrow will be day 7. I just finished day 6, and it's extend kindness. There's passages for each day, and I start out my morning that way, so I have something positive. It's a positive affirmation, positive words feeding into my brain the moment that I wake up. So yeah, that is also by Doreen Virtue. It's also a Hay House book, and it says, begin each morning by communicating with your angels using the 365 channel meditations in this inspirational book. Each page offers a comforting and uplifting message that sets a positive and healing tone for the day. This material also functions as divination tool, as you can ask a question, open the book to a thought that provides guiding support, answers, and encouragement. Daily guidance from your angels will keep you centered in peacefulness throughout the day and will help you remember that your angels are always beside you, ready to assist you with every area of your life. So I really love this book, and I think that's a really great idea. So let me know if you implement that idea, if you have this book or whatever you do. You could also just randomly open it, or if you get numbers, if you get random numbers, it's always good to use this book as a reference as well. So, those are all my books that I want to read this summer. I hope you guys enjoy my reading list. Let me know what's on your reading list, and I'll see if I'll add it to mine. And let me know if you guys like this video. Please subscribe down below and like the channel. I'll leave the link down below. Yogi Jasenia is the link that Yogi Jasenia is what you subscribe to. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next video. And let's take a nice moment. Namaste, everybody. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, everybody. Have a good week. I'm back, guys. Just kidding. Haven't left yet. Anyway, so I have a couple of announcements. I have a new channel up. It's called Stop, Pray, and Listen. If you guys want to follow me on that channel, I'll leave the link down below. Follow me on that channel. That's where I'm going to be doing my messages with my angels, weekly readings with the angels, and also the horoscope readings with the angels as well. So if you guys want to follow that channel, go subscribe. Please subscribe to that channel. I wanted to separate the channels because this is more about like my lifestyle, and that is 2 different subjects. That's a different subject, so I separated them, and it's a lot easier for me. And as well, if you guys want to get a reading from me, I'll also link down my email at yogijasenia1111@gmail.com. You can send me a request if you guys want readings from me. There's different kinds of readings that I could do for you. I have a bunch of different oracle card decks. So I hope you guys have a great week. Love and light, love and blessings. Bye, guys. Shiva. So the first book I'm going to be reading this summer is Witch. And it says unleashed, untamed, unapologetic. Unapologetic. My children are fighting. Use Fluffy! Hey! Don't you eat my little plant! Get down! Do you see this? Down. 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 Go. Down. I said down. What is that? Hey! I'm a very deep person. No. I'm a very... Shiva! Stop! Hey! Also, I'm not reading this book like throughout the summer, but I'm reading this every day.